and canceled your voice.
That is hilarious.
Only towards the back end you got the I, but when you went Poppy, it canceled it, which means that the software you're using knows your dad don't really talk to you. So you saying Poppy, it's like clearly there's got to be background noise. This must be his white girlfriend who has a good relationship with her pops, probably.
Helene just texted me and she said WTF in the other room. What is going on?
Yeah, your relationship with Alexis is taken to the next level.
He says a good one says I like it. It was like Christian was yelling it off a cliff.
Hey, that's what it sounded like. It was like, "Hi, Bobby." Like you passed us again.
That's so funny. Okay, so maybe all right, I won't use that in the future. Well, all right, we'll get it right next week. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. So the people listening to the podcast do not understand what just happened.
I kind of explained it because I said the software you're using that cancels your voice.
Yes, but welcome to the Prem Show, where my voice is totally normal, and but obviously we are recording this live on Twitch. So if you want to be a part of this program, make sure you get on twitch.tv/soccercooligans and be a part of the show, be a part of the chat, and we will
follow us so you know when we're on.
Exactly. Okay. Turn on them alerts. Okay. You know what? Because you need your beeper to go off when we go live.
So your two-way, you know what I mean? Your two-way knows what's good.
So your T-Mobile sidekick will let you know.
With your little flink, right? Yo, just like keep the StarTAC close to you because you know the vibration on them joints was weak. Yo.
Yeah, we should ask in people in the chat just so maybe we can gauge the age and demographics. What was your first cell phone? Let us know what was your first cell phone so we can gauge exactly where you coming from and what you
if you're listening to this and you're not on the Twitch, put this in a review, in a 5-star review on iTunes. What was your first cell phone, yo?
Okay. Colo Blanco, we got Nokia. Okay.
You say Nokia, I go Nokia.
I say Nokia. Nokia.
All right, what are you British?
we got a couple Motorola Razors. All right,
we got some razors. You know that was my favorite.
All right.
Try to put it in my mouth. I'm like, I can't put this razor in my mouth. And the guy's like, no. That's not that kind of razor, sir.
So the Motorola Razor, that was obviously popular, in the late 90s, early 2000s?
That was like 2006.
Okay. I think 2006, we were already weren't we already near Blackberries and Palm Pilots and stuff like that? I don't remember.
You were because you're an IT guy. You're a fucking nerd. So you were like, I want something with computers. You know, the rest of us were like, we want to play Snake in color.
Well, technology.
Yeah. And you were like, I can do spreadsheets. And I'm like, I need a better picture of my dick.
Okay, this look, it's practical, Mom. Get it from me.
Yeah. No. She's like, but how can you put your dick in a spreadsheet? I need you to have a baby, Christian.
Oh my goodness! All right, okay, we got some cheap Samsung. David from Tampa said he had a cheap Samsung. Okay, look at that! What a fun start to our Premier League show. Okay, so we're having a good time. So.
I got my first cell phone from a cigar shop, and that's facts.
Look, I'll be honest. This this show is feeling a little bit more like Cooligans pre-TV show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
OG. Okay.
OG shit. That's what we're trying to do, though. Like people have been asking us, like, when are you just gonna do like long form, no commercials, bro? We ain't got no commercials on this.
Okay, nobody wants to sponsor this.
Nah, son, we asked. And they were like, no. For everyone listening, we're going to talk about the Premier League. I promise you, we have stuff already dialed up.
Yes.
All right?
So, hello. Yes, if anybody's listening to this for the first time, my name is Christian Polanco.
My name is Alexis Guerreros.
All right, we are the Cooligans. We are your favorite stand-up comedians that host the funniest Premier League show in the world.
Yo, the thunder outside right now sounds like we're outside of Anfield.
Yes,
crazy.
We'll get to Liverpool celebrating their stupid Premier League trophy that nobody cares about. We will we will get to that. So a lot to discuss. Obviously, if we're starting with the Prem, let's just go with that, right? Liverpool has they just beat Chelsea. We are obviously taping this right after that match. They defeat Chelsea, even though Christian Pulisic was there to save the day, but clearly his Chelsea teammates were really against him and didn't want to work with him to
Couldn't
succeed.
do it alone. Yep. Couldn't do it alone. You know what I mean? It's 11 guys, and Christian was like, "All right, I can do like the job of like 10, but I'm gonna need my keeper to try." You know?
Nope. But the keeper Kepa couldn't do it.
Nah.
What a bad game for Kepa Arrizabalaga.
Yeah, I'm not even trying, dude. Kepa. When someone said that dude is Spanish, I'm like, by way of what? The rest of the alphabet?
Okay. Yeah, I've seen dictionaries with less letters than that name.
Damn, son. Your shit looks like it was written in ancient and translated by Google, my dude.
What is this, Aramaic? What is going on?
There's a reason we stopped using this language, my G.
No, man, but he was not great. Obviously, Chelsea is looking to obviously make it into the Champions League. I believe they're in fourth place right now, or fifth. They need to win their final game to be able to make it in.
I think they stay in fourth, but they need to win the last one because they're only a point above, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, let me look at the Premier League table. You know what? Actually, what I can do is, because we're doing a show, I can pull up the table and people will be able to see it on screen.
Oh,
Alexis,
shit. Technology, bruh.
This is
hooked this up to your Palm Pilot? Yo.
Crazy, man. All right. My what is it? Clio or Trio?
Oh shit, the Clio.
Remember the Clio?
That had it had a camera on it, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was one of the first ones. All right, so here, look at this. We got a nice little cool transition. No, that was the wrong one.
All right, bye guys.
There it is.
All right.
As there you can see the table. So we see Chelsea is in fourth place with 63 points, tied with Manchester United. How the hell how'd they make it to third place, Alexis? This is crazy,
dude. I mean, I'm upset that Manchester United is that high, but I'm much more upset that Tottenham technically can finish in sixth.
Okay, yeah, I can see how that's frustrating. It is a surprise, just in general, that I didn't think, given the state of Manchester United Twitter and how mad they get at their players and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and the whole thing, to see them in third place is quite a shock, and it's going to make. It's called, what is it? Is it Championship Sunday? Is that what it's called? The final game.
The final day. Which at least there's something to play for on the final day. Normally, the final day is just a bunch of guys shaking hands for 90 minutes. You know.
I love Robert from LA just said Arrizabalaga is the language of the oppressor.
That's right. Colo Blanco said conquistadores, dude. We remember. We remember what you did after you got off them boats.
Oh man, Colo Blanco says scroll down to see Everton and Arsenal. No, you know what? My scroll button on my mouse is broken.
We don't need to. It just so happened that they're at the top of the other half of the table.
Well, Arsenal's in 10th and Everton is in 11th. So we are side to side.
Baby, hand in hand. All right, where neither one of us want to be.
All right, Alexis, you're the top. I'm the bottom. Okay?
Right, everyone's guessed that so far. Anyway.
Oh man, so yes, and so the Championship Sunday is going to be pretty wild. I mean, as far as these results are very close. Third, fourth, fifth, and from third to sixth. Really, or even almost seventh, almost anything could pretty much happen as far as like who's gonna make it in the Champions League, who's gonna
Arsenal could go top of the league, dude. You never know.
So yeah, the hopes for Arsenal, obviously there's no European dreams for them. Neither Everton.
Speaking of dreams, West Ham saved their asses.
Saved whose asses?
Their own. They're guaranteed up.
Yeah, sure. They played. Who'd they play today? West Ham
United.
Played? Oh, that's right. Yeah, and that was a 1-1 draw. So the
Norwich is already out. So it's between Watford, who fires their coach. with 2 matches to go.
Yeah, Nigel Pearson, right? He gets fired.
It was what, their 3rd manager this season.
That was a bit of a shock. I mean, I guess they thought it would have been. I guess they expected that, or
That's the 3rd time
it was
that the
gonna
team would be inspired.
It was gonna be bad, and they were at risk of getting sent down. But then they fire him, and they still lose. So what?
Yeah, they're trash. But
what,
I mean, there's some players. I think Welbeck might stay up. Maybe somebody takes a chance on him. I think someone like a Troy Deeney. I don't know if they'll give them enough money for him, but I think someone will try to keep him. But yeah, I mean, what's going on? Nigel Pearson, and what the two games are against Manchester City and like another big match. I mean, this is really difficult. It might be Arsenal.
Yeah, let's see the fixtures for the last day. It is going to. I mean, let's just go through them. Arsenal against Watford. Burnley against Brighton. Chelsea against Wolves. I mean, obviously, all these matches are going on at the same time. So let us know in the chat which one do you want to watch? Which is like, you know, the one, maybe if you're a neutral, which is the one that's going to be more entertaining. Which one do you care about? What are you paying attention to? Because for me, Chelsea Wolves, I think I'm going to focus on that one. Everton Bournemouth. Bournemouth needs, it would be a miracle if they made it up. They would have to beat Everton by like 7 goals to stay up.
You know what, guys? Golo, clip it just in case, bro.
I don't think it's gonna happen, so I'm not really gonna be focusing on that game. I'll have it open on another tab, but it's not.
FIFA Degenerate says he wishes that Arsenal would get relegated someday. Why? Why do you want to see me in pain?
Okay, so Leicester Man United is a huge match.
Yeah, dude, Leicester, I mean, talk about slipping from grace. I was reading 538 that
do you slip from grace or do you fall from grace? Because I don't know if you necessarily
can fall. I'm saying they're slipping on the way to falling.
Is it a slip and fall from grace?
It is. It's a slip and slide from grace, is what it is. I mean,
okay. Slip is from willing grace, I think. Okay.
What I was saying is Leicester falling from grace. I said it perfectly. To me, it was like there was a high probability. What Nate Silver's website, 538, said it was like a 98% chance that they were going to make it into the Champions League. And the title of their article was something like a shoo-in for Champions League for so long. Now, not so much. It's like, yeah,
Ooh.
because of their own doing.
Yeah, they yeah, it's weird how throughout the whole year they've been, you know, people have been praising Brendan Rodgers and how great this Leicester team looks, and they're gonna, you know, be in Champions League again. And they obviously they didn't have the same, you know, roster that they had when they won the title. You know, no Riyad Mahrez, and they were still looking good. And then the last, I think the restart has probably been, you know, as far as the top like 6-7 teams, has been the worst for them. They had such a, they were regularly, they were in second place, no, not second or third place, pretty close to the other.
Yeah, it's been a while since they were like competing with Liverpool. You know what I mean? Like, oh, are they able to go top or whatever? That's probably not good. That probably hasn't been a probability for a long time. But they were still, you know, man, think of all the other teams. Manchester United was struggling. Wolves was mostly up, but had some up and down moments. Arsenal barely was sniffing the top 4 all season. Tottenham started very down, only came back recently. If you like what Sheffield United and Wolves made up the other top 4, and Chelsea was doing pretty well. But when you think about Leicester, they were as consistent. I mean, nowhere near as good, but as consistent as Liverpool. And then, dude, since the restart, they have looked not the part. I'm thinking is, you know, does Vardy need to go 3 Red Bulls before a match? You know what I mean?
Okay, we need to up the Red Bull dosage.
Yo, he needs to get whatever Russia had during the World Cup. Remember how much they were running?
Okay, I mean, look, allegedly, we don't know what. You know, for all we know, it was just, you know, a Gatorade. We have no idea.
Yeah, dude, that you inject directly, secretly into your veins
Okay, in a very dark room
with
where you can't
holes in the wall so
where
you
you
can slip piss between each other.
uh,
Medically, not
um,
not just for fun.
but we are not kink shaming either. Feel free to
Nah, dude, go get yours, baby.
go get your piss. Don't let anybody stop you from getting your piss.
Yo, why you gonna let somebody stop you from getting your piss? Believe in your piss.
Oh boy. Anyway,
Dude, this
uh,
software cuts off your laughter, and it's honestly making me sound less funny. I
oh,
don't like it.
I could fix that. You know what? Let me oh well, okay, yeah. Oh, you know what? I won't do it now because I don't want OBS to have any other issues. But the podcast will sound fine. So sorry about
Yeah.
that, everybody. Now I've learned my lesson, and I will not use this software in the
Pow
future.
pow.
So the oh, you know what? Let's somebody had mentioned Leeds. We have to. You know what? I want to address this. Punk Rock Dad 81 said Troy Deeney to MLS. What do you think about that?
That would be great. I mean, he's the type of player that I could see succeeding in MLS. He is just a goal scorer. He's a put your nose down, very direct, tough dude, doesn't mind someone trying to take him out. You know what I mean? He almost revels in it. That's the type of dude that I think would be very, very good in MLS.
Yeah, he is.
Because it's an extremely physical league, especially when you're one of the center backs.
Yeah, he's I imagine he could probably do well and also last a good amount of time in MLS because the dude is like
We're still talking about soccer, right?
we are. He's a bruiser. The dude is just like just straight up. I mean, we talk about gully human beings.
To the fullest.
Troy Deeney is 100% that.
Dude, 10 toes. You try to slide tackle him, he's going to pick you up and break your leg. You know what I mean? He don't care.
That would be entertaining. You know, it'd be nice to see more of, you know, like we had, you know, there've been a lot of like English players like that are like, you know, popular in the Premier League, but not necessarily well known everywhere. Like that one person that comes to mind is like Jermaine Defoe. You know, didn't have a great time in MLS, but also different type of
Would have been perfect. Would have been perfect if he stuck around because that dude scores. That's all he does.
Yeah, it would have been nice if it worked out. And it's interesting. Watford is not a very entertaining team to watch for the most part. You know, they're regularly a team in the bottom half of the table, always kind of fighting to stay up. But I'm trying to think of what team would Troy Deeney fit on.
Well, a good one asked what team potentially. I'm going to tell you the best team for Troy Deeney, I think, is Montreal. Gives him a shot to link up with Thierry Henry, which you know he would appreciate, right?
Okay.
He's talked glowingly about Thierry Henry in the past. Talked about him, you know, and holds him in high regard. Would probably go play for him. Probably won't want all the money in the world. Although I do think he's got one big check coming left in the Prem. But when you look at Montreal, they're a team that kind of right now no one really knows exactly how they're playing, but it kind of looks like the way they play best is to sort of, you know, park the bus a little bit, but then open up and send a lot of crosses. It's a lot of counterattacking. I think that's perfect for Troy Deeney. It's a little messy. You know what I mean? It's like a messy style.
I mean, look, they have Ramel Kyoto, who would essentially play a similar sort of role, right?
Yeah, but didn't they have? Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not Igalo, but didn't Troy Deeney and another player? I think it was Igalo before he went to United. Remember, like Igalo was like for the first few months was like, you know, neck and neck for the Golden Boot award. I believe it was Igalo. He can play with another faster scorer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he would definitely need a faster if it's two up top, he needs a faster dude because he is not the fastest guy in the world, but he can hold the ball. You are not physically removing Troy Deeney from the ball.
No, you're going to literally have to pick it up with your hands if you want to get the ball away from him. But so think about another team. Like I can't imagine him going to something like a New England Revolution. He's never going to get, you know, he's never going to like get along with Bruce Arena. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, he'd be the first one to have a fist fight with Bruce Arena. I don't think it'll work out.
Maybe LAFC with Bob Bradley.
I mean, I think when I think of Troy Deeney, and again, similar players that kind of have systems in MLS that would suit him, or players that play like him to some degree. Dom Dwyer is one of them. You know, maybe not as active on defense. Troy Deeney will be, but I mean, to have a reliable scorer like that would be pretty huge.
Yo, Minnesota, right? Adrian Heath was an Everton legend, right? He probably knows Adrian Heath.
Yeah,
play a style that kind of fits him.
I don't know. I feel like Minnesota wants to play a little bit more of a faster pace, more I don't want to say necessarily possession, but their game seems a little bit smoother than what Troy Deeney will like. It doesn't seem like it'll work, but whatever. We're speculating here. Who knows? But it would be really cool if Watford do get relegated. In my opinion, what's more likely to happen is that Deeney will stay with Watford. Because
maybe Welbeck comes to MLS.
He's so
that
loyal.
Would be litty.
That would be dope too. But Watford, I think there's like a documentary or some YouTube. I think NBC may have done something about Troy Deeney, and he is wildly loyal to Watford, and because he had a bunch of issues. I think he went to prison, and he wants to repay them for that trust.
They helped him out. Yeah. They were very loyal to him, so why not be loyal to them? But if they go down and it's towards the end of your career, maybe this is the last chance to get a big bag. Dude, why not? Why not go to MLS? Dude, him and Akinfenwa. Akinfenwa's 38 though. I can't imagine anyone's going to give Akinfenwa a lot of money in MLS. FIFA Degenerate says, "What about Toronto, dog? Are you kidding me?" Troy Deeney's not going to get on the field. Josie Altidore might not get a chance to get on the field. This kid Akinola is playing incredible.
Ayo Akinola, yeah. He's been great, but what was the game against the Revolution? Yo, we'll probably talk about this more on the show, on the TV show. But Matt Turner of the New England Revolution has had, when it comes to and Greg Berhalter's right there watching him play. So impressive, man. He stopped Akinola on two great chances. Impressive stuff. But yeah, Akinola is been amazing. And
he was watching him kind of like the way Klopp was watching Pulisic today.
Oh yeah, just out there, just
like, huh?
He's just like this, all like, okay, I see what you're doing.
Damn, son, you going flex on all of us right now?
Yeah, that was pretty entertaining. Yes.
And who was the last player that Jurgen Klopp watched flex all over his team? Man by the name of Minamino, I believe I'm pronouncing it right.
Oh yeah, for when he was at
Rebel Salzburg. Yeah. And what happened? What did they do? They just went out and bought him.
Yeah, and he's like, "Hey, come over here. I need
to
talk to you."
I saw what you did to my guys. I want you to do that with my guys, not against my guys. Do you think? Shouts to Casey Masterpiece for the follow. Do you think that Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool are going to make a run at Christian Pulisic?
I think at some point, obviously, Jurgen Klopp is familiar with Christian Pulisic. I think when it comes to the roster that Liverpool has built, there are too many players that are similar to Christian Pulisic at the moment. And when you win the league like 26 points, there's no urgency to go spend £100 million on another winger.
So who do you think sort of plays a similar position? Because not Firmino. Firmino is more central.
Sadio, your boy Brad. Thank you for the follow. Obviously Sadio Mane. I mean, not Keita. Keita is more defensive mid. But Minamino could also play that role.
Yep.
I mean, what else? It's also the wingers and outside backs are interchangeable at freaking Liverpool.
I
Obviously,
wouldn't say that because I would not trust Christian Pulisic to play outside back,
no.
even at Liverpool.
I don't mean I don't mean systemically. I mean by like Trent Alexander-Arnold and Andy Robertson are they're like basically up front. They're like for corners.
They're like, dude, you got it from top to bottom, wherever you want to go, wherever you feel more comfortable.
All right, they're free range win backs. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, we're not holding you back.
Okay, you feel free to graze wherever you like.
Yeah. You think we want to tell you where to go? We don't. Okay, we trust you.
There's no urgency for Christian Pulisic to go to Liverpool.
I will say, other than Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah, I can make the argument that Pulisic is better than every one of their midfielders and forwards outside of those two players.
Okay. Yeah. It's look, the overwhelming evidence may go against that opinion because Liverpool and all their players are.
This is why I wish the Premier League did trades, because wouldn't it be dope to see Christian Pulisic straight up for like Sadio Mane, Trent Alexander, and for me and Coutinho's contract.
There's a 3-team deal or that.
Yeah, I know Coutinho's not on the team. I know he's in Barcelona, but I'm saying like it'd be dope to see like the
is
like
he
that
at Barcelona
bundle.
Though I mean
Nobody
wants him.
I mean
that's another thing. How could when we call
his paperwork is
a slip from grace? It has been quite dramatic for Philippe Coutinho because
I believe you mean a fall from grace, Christian.
Whoa. Okay, look at this dork, grammar Nazi trying to control my words.
Wow, dude. Honestly, I feel like a sham, dude.
Golo Blancos has a cliff fall from grace. That's right.
Yeah.
What happened to that man? It is so. It is like that. It is that meme that I don't know this man. I'm sorry to this man.
Yeah. What?
I don't recognize
Tiana Taylor, whoever it was.
That's, isn't it Kiki something?
Kiki Palmer.
Kiki Palmer. Yeah. Sorry to this man. I do not recognize Philippe Coutinho. Even when at Bayern Munich, at Barcelona, he is just not the same dude that he was at Liverpool, and I cannot understand what the hell happened.
Yo, Felix Palau, good. Dude, Lousy Human Val said, and he'll land at Arsenal, which I'm okay with. Because if you are a great player who simply needs confidence, what more confidence builder than Mikel Arteta, very sweetly with a Spanish accent, whispering in your ear, you can do this, baby. You are very good. You are going to be amazed today.
Okay. Mikel Arteta and Antonio Banderas are the same guy.
You haven't seen them in a room together? I haven't.
No, but when you think of Christian Pulisic at Arsenal, that would be dope.
Right?
Be honest. Fits.
I think that every day.
He would be such a fun player to watch at Arsenal. The dude, and look, and that's why I'm seeing him at Chelsea. Initially I was worried whatever it wouldn't work out, or the system would be too like rigid or whatever. But Lampard is just like, even when they were dealing with the transfer ban, he was like, I don't need any of these old dudes. I'm gonna give all these young dudes some time. It is Frank Lampard is like producing an N1 mixtape out at Chelsea. Okay,
he's like, we don't need no stodgy, like foundation players. Nah, fundamental. Get out of here, dog. We want to go mental.
So Christian Pulisic has been given the green light to go at defenders, and you saw he nutmegged Joe Gomez to get that assist. They were down 2 goals, and he was still trying to meg dudes. I'm like, yes, go off, King.
America, all right? Like when you get brought in, like the coach will put his arm around you, right? Like, yeah, you're being substituted on. Here's what I'd like to see out of the next 20 minutes from you. Try to get a goal. Try to go out. Try to get these players. Stay a little bit to the left. I feel like Lampard just straight up went to Christian Pulisic and was like, go get your mans, dog. And he was just like, yo, get at them, bruh.
He's just like literally like an inspiring speech, like in what was that? What was the movie with New Jack City? It was just it just reminded me like, yo, go get yours, okay?
Yeah.
These streets are yours, all right? Don't listen to anybody.
All right.
Okay, Nino Brown. All right.
Damn, son, we're gonna do Paid in Full too. It's Christian Pulisic in London.
Northwood Guitar said only Alexis puts the ch in the end of Pulisic. It's Pulisic. He has said
Is it
this.
Pulisic or Pulisic?
I don't even know. Is it the Pew or like Pepe Le Pew or Pulisic?
Or like lasers in cartoons? Pew.
Pew. I think it's Pulisic. I think that's how he says it.
All right, well, you tell me. However he says it is how I'ma say it. It's like Coming to America. Whatever his mama call him, I'ma call him.
Pulisic.
All right, done.
Thank you.
Pulisic.
All right. So
Pulisic was just playing. No, I'm messing with you.
So, well, okay. So, next up, Leeds. We have to talk about Leeds United. Leeds, they won. Yes, they won the championship, right? So they're officially the title holders.
They're officially up. Did you see people just showed up to Bielsa's house to congratulate him?
I did see that. And he was like, no speaking English. Thank you. Thank you.
Get too close, man.
That was so adorable. Yes, Bielsa being, accosted by the Leeds.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, thank you so much. For bringing us up, and you're a god. Somebody said you're a god, and he was like, no, thanks.
No, yeah, well, yes, oh my god, but no. I mean, dude, if he's doing so well that he gets promoted into Premier League, brings Leeds back after 16 years. Mm-hmm. Just imagine what Sampaoli could do.
Okay, I think all the evidence is there. We have all the proof we need.
Just stop doing research right now. Just follow what Alexis is saying.
It is a tried and true system. It works. Bring in Sampaoli and the most tattooed manager in world football. If I can feel like I can say that confidently.
I imagine there was another one, just someone with face tattoos. Now that, dude. You mean Profe Post Malone?
Okay, Director Técnico Post Malone. Impressive. No, Leeds United wins the obviously the English Championship, and they are going up to the Premier League. And soon enough,
Felix Palau said he's looking forward to the proper rivalry between United and Leeds. That's going to be a fun match to watch.
Correct. There's a lot of history there, but really the most important part of Leeds United going to the Premier League, it's not even about Leeds United making it to the Premier League. It is about Jack Harrison, winger, for
taking his rightful place.
Exactly. Okay, he is coming for the throne. All right. No, Jack Harrison, obviously winger at Leeds. I think he's the leader in assists for the team as well. So it's not just.
He also started 70 straight matches.
The dude is a hero, okay, to NYCFC fans, to MLS fans. I mean, a lot of people have a lot of reasons to be proud, but mostly us, right? Because he couldn't have done it without us. We really cannot always, lose sight of that.
Let's see. How about this? Everyone in the chat, everyone in Europe even, raise your hands if you got a burger named after him. Huh? I don't see it. I don't hear it. I don't think so. It was just us.
No, Jack Harrison was the first. If people are new to Cooligans, Jack Harrison was the first player to do a live event with us. And it was at Upper 90 in Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. And we had a full crowd. It was super, super fun. We had a burger named after him. We gave burgers to everyone in the audience. We surprised them with that. It was super, super cool. And the fact that we kind of, he got drafted by who did he get drafted by that he got traded?
He got drafted by Chicago and then traded immediately to NYCFC.
And
who tried to make him a homegrown because he did play for Manhattan Soccer Club like twice, in the summer. NYCFC is like, nah, I mean, come on, baby, let us have it. It didn't happen. So then he gets sold to Manchester City, who loans him out to Leeds. But I think he's still a City player.
Yes, he is. He was loaned out to, obviously signed Manchester City, loaned to Leeds. Right. Loaned after his first year, loaned again to Leeds, and I believe he is signing or has already signed to become a Leeds player and end up playing
permanently
in the Prem. Yeah, I'm almost sure that's going to happen. Northwood Guitar asks, is Jack Harrison a dual citizen? No, he is not. He's already represented England at the youth levels, and from all signs, he is very much wanting to play for the English first team.
I don't think that's actually true, because I think he spent 5 consecutive years here.
He is not a citizen of the United States.
No, but I think he has a green card, which I think is a step closer to being a citizen.
Yeah,
so while he's not a citizen, but he's not cap tied to England, because he only played at the lower level.
Yeah. But
at the youth level,
we interviewed him and mentioned this, and he did say that his dream was to play for England. And when he got called up to the youth national team from MLS, was tremendous. That was already such a huge deal that Jack Harrison was the kind of turning point, or the shift in, oh, that's just a retirement league and blah, blah, blah. He was just a great example of like, yo, you can come to this league and still find success back home in England.
That's right. So he begat the moves of like Almiron and stuff like that.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little different because we're talking about at the
exactly the same.
Yes, Miguel Almiron was already playing for Paraguay, and it wasn't. So it's not.
I mean, for going to Europe.
Sure. So, actually, I just want to pull up the.
Golo Blanco says that I'm such a stickler to be right. It's just because I always am. You know, it's so frustrating.
Yeah, I want to pull up the. Here's a couple. There's a couple photos that we have. Get this right. There it is. Look at that.
This is great for the podcast.
Look, us with Jack Harrison and the burgers. Look, so get on Twitch, bro. If anybody's like, I can't see the photos.
No, you could see me in a shirt that I don't like, but I tried to look as professional as possible.
Alexis looking like a picnic table.
Hey, look at me. I look like an artisanal candy wrapper. Yeah.
So yeah, we had Jack Harrison. Not only are we fans of him as a player, but realistically, it's just like there's just this emotional investment in seeing him succeed. I mean, and the fact that he's been able to
it's cool that we've seen him from getting drafted out of college to gonna go play in the Premier League. He's massive.
He's a baby boy.
That's a sweet baby boy. Very important comment. And I want to make sure everyone takes this seriously. Northwood Guitar put, Alexis, you are so much smaller now, dude. Thank you.
Yo, he's talking about junk, bro.
Well, actually, it goes the other way when you lose weight. Baby girl's like, where were you hiding this? I was like, thank you. Yeah, no, I definitely have lost weight from when we started. Christian will never give me credit for it because he loves to fat shame. It makes him feel stronger. It makes him feel faster.
Yes, that is a thing I normally do. I stand by it, and all the comments Alexis is making about me are accurate. Okay. So the fact that Leeds is going up is going to be huge. I'm so excited to see them play. They've been really good in the championship. If you saw the championship playoffs last year, they obviously lost to Derby County, that was coached by Frank Lampard, Jack Harrison's former teammate at NYCFC. And Jack Harrison is also another player that I think, if he has a good season at Leeds, he will not be at Leeds another year.
Nah, dude, you're wrong, because Leeds is going to splash that money. They're talking about bringing in Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Edinson Cavani. What?
Okay.
I don't think either of those players fit Bielsa's system. And I think Zlatan Ibrahimovic will be 39 years old at the beginning of the next Premier League season.
Zlatan and Akinfenwa up front. Let's go. Who's gonna be brave enough to do it?
I dare you. Watch Ian Wright come out of retirement, my dude. It's a whole new Premier League. We can run this one more time. Okay. It's like the Expendables up front. You know?
It's like the movie Twins with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito, basically. Having,
you know what? I hope they're not watching these clips that we're going to post, because I'm not going to say who's who. You're both Schwarzenegger in my mind.
Oh my God. Northern Guitar says Zlatan is a terrible idea. Zlatan will finish the season with a cane.
Yeah,
Awesome.
probably two of them in metal. It's called a walker. He's an old man. He should
Yeah.
not be playing at a top level anymore. You
Yeah.
own the club. Go play for the club you own.
That's right. He's how's AC Milan doing? And I know they didn't they beat Juventus not so long ago. Was it? I don't know if it was a league game or if it was like Coppa Italia or something like
Dude, this isn't, this isn't the Serie A show, baby.
that. Well, we're talking about a player. Like, I mean, do you think Zlatan is retiring at AC Milan? Think he's done, or you actually think he'll either re-sign or join another team?
To be honest, I don't know. I want to say he's done, but I thought he was done at PSG. I thought he was done at LA Galaxy. So I could be wrong. I don't know. It's like he still is a draw. So teams are still going to sign him in hopes that people are excited he's going to be there when, people are allowed to come back, or people are going to Google his name a lot and people are going to buy his jersey. The same thing that happened at Bayern Munich when they got Coutinho. They were like, he has more followers than we do. Just the fact that they said that, that was a consideration for them to make that move.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because it's a weird year in that there was that either break or long layoff, or the season didn't start depending on what country you're playing in. Like Chris Wondolowski is an example from the San Jose Earthquakes. Like he announced he was going to retire this year, but obviously who knows what the season's going to look like. It's going to be condensed. Another Wando year. Who cares? My legs are still good.
I mean, he's scoring, right? Bring him in at the end. He's like Elsinho. Bring him in at the end. Who cares? Look, if you get Zlatan should do something dope. He should go to like the Canadian Premier League. It would be lit.
You keep saying this. I don't know what. I feel like you are taking hush money from the Canadian Premier League to really.
I am not, but I want. If you're listening, I am willing to.
You really want the Canadian Premier League. I mean, look, they're in their infancy, and obviously somebody will go there and make a.
Someone has to pull a Beckham, right?
The Canadian Beckham. Yeah, well, it'll happen at some point, but it's going to be.
Is it Davies? You think it's Davies? Alfonso goes back in 15 years, 20 years?
Why not, right? I mean, look, he'll go back to Vancouver, if anything, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's a Vancouver dude.
Exactly.
Born and raised. So why would you go anywhere else? I think it's just because I want to own a Canadian Premier League club. I think Cooligans should start a Canadian Premier League club. It's $3 million a year. So if we take all the money we have, that means we just need $2.999 million.
Yeah. I mean, look, we're chipping away. Okay, I'm gonna have to talk.
Our way.
I'm gonna have to speak to my financial advisor to see exactly how we can make the proper investments to end up to grow, our net worth to be able to make an investment like this. But yeah.
So what type of investments would we need to maybe start to apply some of our money to in order to get to $3 million a year relatively quickly? Just cocaine? Is that it?
Strictly cocaine. Okay. All right. What's the index looking like on cocaine right now?
And I'm assuming this is on the deep web where we check this. Newark and Canada FC. Yo, Newark and Canada FC would be fire. Yo, puro perico, papi. A good one. That's it. Honestly, our accountants from Newark, if we talk to him, he'd be like, I mean, I know one thing, y'all can risk and reward is something we need to go over.
Yeah, I know a guy, but trust me, you can trust him. He just keep in mind that his voice will be modulated during the phone call.
Yeah. He ain't gonna meet with you in person.
Okay, and if you do meet him in person, his face is still blurred out. It's real weird.
Yeah, it's kind of shocking. Also, he doesn't have so much as an office as he does move shady locations to meet him at.
Oh man. Okay. The one thing when we were talking about Christian Pulisic, we didn't get to this, but I just wanted to show this. But the Jurgen Klopp, his reaction was pretty amazing to when Christian.
Can you increase the size on that bad boy so people could see it?
I can. I think it's pretty visible where people are watching. I mean, I could. it'll be too much trouble. I'll do it. I'll work on that for later. Anyway,
I think it's admiration. It's like like the evil character in a movie gets punched in the mouth and they just kind of giggle and wipe the blood away and they're like, oh, let's dance. That's kind of what it was. And to be honest, didn't he bring in Oxlade-Chamberlain right after this?
I believe so. And then Ox
Ox scores. Yeah. So like, I think Klopp is at a point, by the way, beautiful transition. I think Klopp is at the point where he kind of enjoys the challenge that you're presenting to him. And, Pulisic deciding that he's going to just take the game by the scruff of its neck and it's his, that's kind of dope. You know what I mean? I think if you're Klopp, you're looking at that like, playboy, I see what you're doing,
Yeah, it was. I love those moments of, they feel authentic. They feel very genuine. There aren't too many managers that are that expressive, and he doesn't really have, even though he is very vocal, he doesn't have to say anything to completely understand where he's coming from. Like Pep Guardiola is not exactly that kind of dude. He would be more upset that his team gave up a goal and that there was a breakdown in the defense and in
his system. Yeah.
But Klopp is like, you got me there.
Damn, playboy. Yo, you ain't got to do me like that.
So so it's great. Okay. So next up,
Lousy Human Val said, by the way, Klopp is the anti-Zidane in terms of expressions. Yeah, because he has some. Zidane is an android.
Yes, he's a robot built to destroy Sebastian Lletget. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, he was Boston Dynamic, I think is where Zidane came from. The company that does like the dogs, like the robotic dogs.
Oh yeah. I mean, the future is not looking bright. The robots will take over at some point.
We're gonna see it.
You made a note here but I don't know where this is from exactly. But you said City, I'm assuming Manchester City, to get Alexis Sanchez. What's that about?
This is a rumor that Manchester City, Pep Guardiola wants to be reunited, and it feels so good with Alexis Sanchez, which is just, I mean, is Alexis Sanchez still at the level where he can play with a Manchester City?
Well, Manchester United fans, sound off in the comments. Let us know if Alexis Sanchez currently at Inter Milan. Still from the game, I've seen maybe like 3 Inter Milan games and more of the same. I don't see. He's just whatever. Him and Philip Coutinho. I don't know if they were on a banana boat together, and it completely destroyed their careers. Don't know what's going on, but not great. I want to pull up some Alexis Sanchez stats. I don't know what his season has been like.
It hasn't been wonderful. I know I watched Inter's last match that he got in, which was either the last match or the match before that. And there were moments where he looked a little bit like his old self, but I agree with everyone else. He's nowhere near the level that he was when he first got to Arsenal.
All right, so
and
he has he's obviously on loan at Inter Milan. He has all right, let me just pull it up on the screen.
Boom.
He is currently right here, you see it there. He is 18 appearances, 3 goals in the league. Not great. He has 4 appearances in the National Cup, I would assume the Coppa Italia, and no goals. Not great.
Not great.
Total of 25 appearances with 3 goals.
A hammered hamster came up with a great idea. Alexis Sanchez to the Canadian Premier League.
Now we're talking. Okay, now we're talking. This is an investment that is affordable now to the Cooligans. Okay, because we're buying defective merchandise. Okay,
yo, irregular. When I was a kid, that's how I got Tommy Hilfiger. Mom went to Marshalls and TJ Maxx and got the irregular.
The Cooligans will field 11 lemons, okay?
Look, you put them together, you might win the Canadian Premier League. Yo, all you gotta do is call Alexis Sanchez and be like, "Yo, my guy, you want a shot at the real Premier League?" I
that one that you hear about all the time, that's nothing. That's not even that's not the authentic, true, real soccer. Okay,
that happened. That happened already. We done been there.
All right.
What you know about Halifax Wanderers?
And I'm pretty sure Alexis Sanchez does not speak English. He did not bother learning it after all his time in England.
What about Francais?
Just Halifax might be. It might sound like it's like Halifax.
Okay. Now I want to go.
No, he's Chilean. Have you ever? Whenever I listen to Chilean Spanish, it is truly the most difficult to understand. It is insanely fast. It's a completely different dialect. I can at least even the surrounding areas, obviously Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay. I can get it, but Chile in particular I'm like, what is this language?
Now I'll ask you this: have you heard what people think about the Dominican accent? Because I think your thoughts on the Chilean accent would mirror what most people say about Dominicans. My favorite thing about it, to understand for people who aren't Latino and are listening to this, if you speak Spanish and you speak to a Dominican person and you're not Dominican, you'll understand. But it's the difference between speaking to a Jamaican person when you're white and then hearing a Jamaican person speak to another Jamaican person. It is a completely different language when Dominicans speak to each other versus when a Dominican speaks to you.
No, but it's at least understandable.
No, to you, because you grew up in it. You have no idea what you sound. And I'm Cuban, so I know a difficult language. Dude, I'm telling you. Dominican might be the most difficult to understand.
No, I would argue that amongst all the countries that speak Spanish, Chilean is the one that the majority of these other countries would not. People from those countries would not understand Chilean.
Chilean
is you haven't hung out with enough Chilean people.
I've hung out with Chilean people. And I agree with you. It's difficult, but it's nowhere near as hard as it is to understand a Dominican family arguing with each other about a baby that they forgot to watch and fell off a chair.
More people would understand the Dominican accent over the Chilean accent.
You are so wrong.
No,
chat, where we at? Colo Blanco. We got a Colombiano. Felix, we got an Ecuatoriano. What are we saying?
Yeah, the Colo Blanco says nope.
Thank you. That's to you.
Chilean is that's a rough one, bro. It is, whatever. You Argentinian Spanish, you can tell it obviously has an Italian kind of undertone, but Chilean is, I don't know if the undertones are French, Italian. There's too much going on. It's
Aramaic.
It's a lot. A hammered hamster said, "I am too white for this convo,"
which means you're Argentinian, because only an Argentinian would say that.
Oh my goodness! So, look, the Prem show goes everywhere. All right, we start talking about Jack Harrison, and then we're talking about how Chileans need to speak good.
And Christian denying that Dominicans speak as if they've swallowed their tongue and are trying to remember a song they once heard.
I'm not saying that Dominican Spanish is not challenging to comprehend to people who are not around a lot of Dominicans, but Chilean, it takes the cake. It's way too challenging. Anyway, okay, so last question we have here, and people in the chat, feel free to go off. Obviously, our teams are. I'm in Everton.
Feel free to get off too, right? Who are we to stop you?
Good thing we can't see you.
They got the cameras in two-way.
The last question you put here: who will do better next season, Leeds, Everton, or Arsenal? Obviously, I'm an Everton fan. Lex is an Arsenal fan. But what do we think? Who out of these three particular teams, who will do better, I guess, amongst those three?
Let's start with as an Everton fan, how much turnover do you expect in the lineup, in the squad?
Yeah, don't know, right? Like, so I think so. The Premier League ends this Sunday. I don't know what the transfer window, what things will sort of look like. We don't know what the sport will look like exactly when it does return. Like, Champions League is happening in August, right? The Premier League season is supposed to start at the end of August. Are they even taking a break? I mean, obviously they had a long break. Will they just pick right back up?
They kind of have to. They might have to have. I mean, they can't have a truncated season because it's a balanced schedule. They have to start right away because the Euro 2020 will take place in 2021.
Yeah.
So they can't, either that gets made smaller or they can't butt into that. So they're gonna have to play out the season the way they kind of normally do, and maybe they even play more in the winter.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I haven't really heard too many big name signings that are coming to any of these teams, right? I mean, I don't know who's Arsenal kind of looking
Arsenal's
at?
going after Partey, who's
From
at
Atletico.
Atletico Madrid. They're also supposedly maybe still in the running for Upamecano from Red Bull Leipzig. But don't forget they got Saliba coming in from Saint Etienne, who's huge. Cedric Suarez, who was healthy, who wasn't healthy.
Every time, Arsenal supporters, every time, like, oh, we got this. Look at the highlights out in Ligue 1. This guy's got
19-year-old kid.
Okay? Yo, France is literally gouging Arsenal. They're bleeding them for money. It is a beautiful system they have going on. They have all these. Look at all these step overs.
They won the World Cup, so we want to give all the money to the players who didn't win the World Cup.
Look at all these step overs Nicolas Pepe's doing. You don't want this for your club? 80 million. Okay.
All right, hold on. And first of all, we're paying in installments. Basically layaway. Shouts to TJ Maxx yet again. But whatchamacallit, first of all, Nicola Pepe are maybe so far hasn't lived up to the dollar value. But look what happened when you got a player behind him. And I love Bellerin, but look what happened when Cedric Suarez came in. Look at what happened when Maitland-Niles is on the squad. He's getting more opportunities. Nicola Pepe looks like a better player. Dude, I mean, what against Liverpool, that shot, that cross that he sent to Aubameyang, that's beautiful. Arsenal's only worry are not the players we have, or not the players we're going to bring in. It's who are the players we're going to keep. What's going to happen to Aubameyang and what's going to happen to Lacazette? I'm fine losing Aubameyang, as difficult as that feels, because I feel like we're going to be able to. Well, first of all, I meant Ozil. I'm fine losing Ozil because of the money that's going to free up, and I feel like we could use that money to keep Aubameyang. Right. Okay. So if we do that, we're goody. Ozil's not playing now anyway. So picturing Ozil not being on the team is happening week to week.
What? Oh wait. Well, I mean, there's no point in even talking about Ozil. He's.
But that's what I'm saying. So that's
sitting in the stands with his umbrella. He's comfortable. All right, collecting 350,000 pounds a week.
350,000 pounds a week.
Chilling
to do nothing. We need to sell cocaine to do that.
You know what? Capitalism is rigged. Okay.
Damn.
Nicolas Pepe. Christian Pulisic would be perfect in that Pepe role.
Pepe is happen. Well, Pepe plays on the right, so.
But Pepe's obviously very good, very talented, but loses the ball too much for my liking, and he plays with a little bit more. He's not as like. Christian Pulisic has the movement of like Eden Hazard, just jittery, quick speed, acceleration. Is like jarring to the defenders.
Pepe, dude, he's like a groupie, dog. He's always trying to get it between your legs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I'm talking nutmegs.
That's what groupies do, Groupies can ball, don't you?
Man, a different way in between your legs. But all right, the fans got the joke.
But no, Pepe is a more silky, winger, right? He's gonna deke. He's gonna like make feint. Yeah. And throw you off a little bit, but he loses the ball.
You're gonna hear a lot of whoop in the highlights. You know what I mean?
Every time I'm watching Pepe, I'm like,
it won't actually let you make the noise. I
can't whoop. Great. Sorry, everybody.
Hilarious. But I mean, to me, and I think who was it? Somebody put this. Casey Masterpiece 1432 said, keep Lacazette, sell Ozil and Aubameyang, and get another center back. bro, I don't think we need to do all that, but I like where your head's at. We're definitely going to sell Ozil. I think we either keep Laka and or Aubameyang. If we can find a way to keep both, great. I don't necessarily think both are needed. And I think Lacazette is seeing the signs that he's maybe considered secondary to Aubameyang, so maybe he wants out too. If you notice, since the restart, he's been passing a lot more. He's been a little more selfless. You know what I mean? As opposed to how selfish he was in the past on purpose. Because you're a goal scorer. You need to be selfish in front of goal. That's your job. You got to do your job. But if you notice, he's trying to connect more. He's trying to get more players involved. That's him saying like, hey, yo, Arteta, look at me, huh? I could do more than one thing. He's like a puppy that thinks you're going to bring him back to the pound. You know what I mean? He's being mad cute in the car. He doesn't know you just on the way to meet your accountant from Newark in a sketchy neighborhood.
So so as far as those three teams, it's easy probably to say Arsenal will probably finish on top of those other two teams, Everton and Leeds. But with Everton, there's the rumors of possibly Weston McKennie coming into the team. He's been rumored as one of the possible targets. It is the Everton's midfield is lackluster to say the least.
Basura.
Basura, trash pizza. Okay, full. Okay, we got to throw it. We got to take it out to the dumpster.
Yo, I don't even want it in my garbage can.
It's just not good enough. I'm curious how Leeds holds up in let's say if they make. I mean, obviously they will make changes, but if they make no changes, what will this Leeds team? How will this Leeds team do in the Premier League? And I think they'll definitely need I forgot who the center forward is.
The kid with the fluffy ponytail.
What's his name?
Isn't it Johnson?
No. It's Rob. Is it Roberts?
It's probably something mad British like turnkey. You know, you know what I mean?
Where's the roster?
The names are like something their great grandfather did one day. You know. Oh, are you talking about Nigel Opensgate? You know?
It's just a biblical name and then some just very common activity. You know.
There's a Danny Drinkwater, so come at me in the comments that I don't know what I'm talking about. Homie, hydrated once, and they were like, that's your name. Drink beer like the rest of us, pussy.
Wow, this you are the best at drinking water. So the roster. Why can't I find the Leeds United roster? This is ridiculous.
I go to FotMob and I just look at their last match. That's the easiest way to do it.
Patrick Bamford. That's who is the main attacker, and he has definitely scored a whole bunch, but he also takes a ton of shots. I don't know if he is a Premier League number 9.
Dude, you know me, I like a chucker. You know what I mean?
A chucker.
Yeah, dude. I just like someone who's out there just like shotgunning. Like eventually we'll hit our target. But watch what I'm going to do.
I mean, this year he has, 43 appearances, 16 goals. I mean, that's nothing to, to dismiss. But
by the way, the chat is lively with English names. We got Rivercrester, Turnkey, Gareth Southgate, Christian Bale. Homie was holding a bucket. And it was like, yo, that's your name now. Buckmaster. Do kill one deer. And they're like, yo. He's lit, dog.
Buckmaster. Isn't he from Red Bulls? Is he still there? Isn't it Reese Buckmaster?
I don't know.
Yeah. No, New York Red Bulls. Red Bulls had a Buckmaster.
I don't remember. But, dude, I mean, let's go. Southgate. They're like, oh, you don't want to stand at the North Gate with the rest of us, huh? Old Bobby Southgate. That's his great-grandfather.
Correct. Yeah. And then that's how World War I started.
Yo, England is like just bad at roasting back in the day. Like there was a kid in my high school named Bernardo, and the teacher called him up and he had a massive erection. So we called him Bonardo. And that became, if this was 1800s England, that guy's great grandson would have the last name Bonardo.
Okay. Look at this. It's fun hearing about your classic childhood bullying stories.
Is it bullying? He loved it. He was like, "Yo, Bonardo," right? And every time he ate like a Snickers, we're like, "Bonardo."
What was was it an American Pie or something? Which was the one that somebody was named Boner? Wasn't this or was it an older movie with
I don't know.
Somebody in the chat, let us know. Which is the movie where the character's named Boner? It's like an old 80s movie. I forgot which.
Dude, here we are. Here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are, podcast.
We're
just
back where
us.
we started. What was your first cell phone? Okay.
yeah. Candlewood. Like, this motherfucker don't even put a real wick in his shit. He put wood in his candle. Oh, Candlewood ass. And that was it.
Oh man. All right. So I think we've gotten through what we wanted to get through today for today's Prem Show. This is Prem Show episode 4.
Do you guys have any questions for us?
Yeah, feel
Let
free.
us know.
Put them in the chat before we wrap up. Felix Palau. Oh, he got here a little later. First cell phone was a Nokia 5650.
Who's saying it right? Is it Christian? Is it or me? I say Nokia. He says Nokia.
I mean, when you say Nokia, I all I hear is that your car is not a Kia. You know, so I don't know.
No, you're the one saying that. I'm saying Nokia.
You're saying, oh, okay, yeah. I'm saying, all right, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Nokia.
That could be either one.
You have the Spanish accent mark on the wrong letter.
I believe what you wanted to say was I'm saying it correctly.
I say Nokia. You say
all right. Lousy Human Val says she says Nokia like me, but says Christian Pulisic the way Christian does.
So yeah, you're like a combination of both of us. All
right. Colo Blanco just came in with Hickenbottom. The dude is Googling English names at this point.
Punk Rock Dad said, strangely, Alexis is correct. Oh, I don't know about that. We're gonna have to.
First time for everything, my dude.
Go back with John Hardmeat, which is another. That was my first cell phone too.
Yeah, terrible at making calls. It was difficult to put in your pocket.
Always wet too. Very strange.
My mom loved it.
Oh, Colo Blanco says that's a real name, John Hardmeat.
No, is it really? You know what they called him in high school? Bonardo.
Yeah, that Bonardo changed his name legally to John Hardmeat. He was like, I can't deal with the pressure and all the ridicule of Bonardo, so I'm going to go to John Hardmeat.
Yeah, I think one of the strikers that Lee's is going to sign is old John Hardjunk.
Okay. All right, everybody. So thanks again. Look, people listening to the podcast, we appreciate you for listening. Join in on the Twitch. Follow us on Twitch because we not only do we do this show, we do watch-alongs. You know, whether it's MLS games, NWSL games, Premier League, Bundesliga. You know, we're stuck at home. We can't do stand-up comedy, so we are here to entertain you. You entertain us. All right. It's a fun little exchange. So make sure you follow us on Twitch. Feel free to subscribe to help support the stream. It is free if you have Amazon Prime. There's a little button right there on the Twitch screen to the right, a little crown that looks like the Charlotte FC logo. So just click on that and and feel free to subscribe and follow. All right. Thank you, Felix Palau. You guys are awesome. Felix, you're awesome, bro.
Felix Palau also put Chester Feedbag. I mean, these names are ridiculous.
Colo Blanco put Clit FC, which is John Hardmeat is the manager.
Yeah. At first, he couldn't find the club, but when he did,
oh boy. Okay, he found success, the promised land. Okay,
let me tell you something. They got they were starting to heat up. You know what I mean?
All right, so let's let's wrap up the show the way we always do. So again, everybody listening to the podcast, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for listening. So
leave 5-star review. That would be a huge help.
That's right. You know what? And I'll post it in the chat in a moment. But yes, leave a 5-star review on iTunes. Let people know that because we give shout outs. We just did it. I don't know, Golo Blanco. We read your review on television yesterday. It aired. No. Sorry, it's airing tomorrow. I just remembered. So check out for that. So we gave you a shout out. Follow also Golo Blanco on here on Twitch. Our mod for Twitch. So so feel free to leave.
By the way, it's great because we never say when we're going to be on Twitch next, and he's just always prepared.
Yes, Cold says I'm on TV. When is the next Twitch? I don't know. I'll talk to Alec. I was thinking the NWSL. I mean, I might be too tired to do this, but the NWSL semifinal, Sky Blue against Red Stars, is tonight. I was thinking of doing a watch along, but I'm a little exhausted. But
I think I want to live tweet that.
Okay. So maybe the final, which is on Sunday.
Ooh,
might be fun to get on Twitch for that. I also want to do some FIFA stuff, which I'll probably do either tomorrow or Friday.
Well, let's say goodbye to the podcast, and then we can do this conversation over text.
So, with that said, my name is Christian Polanco.
I'm Alexis Guerreros.
And together, what are we?
The Cooligans! It happened to your voice again.